What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Invest Daily. So today I want to talk about CBDCs and Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chair, who has testified before Congress about inflation and talking about the current state of the U.S. economy. So there are a lot of crypto enthusiasts out there. I'm a big enthusiast. I enjoy stable coins and all of the interest that they provide. So if you go to places like BlockFi, and you can pull around 7 to 9% interest on your stable coins. So basically what this meeting was about, it talked about CBDCs. And really quick, if you don't know what a CBDC is, it's a central bank digital currency, and there's a lot of major countries who are going this route. Essentially what it's doing is putting some power and control back into the central bank's hands, because a lot of people believe in digital currency, cryptocurrency, as a means to be decentralized, provide privacy and faster, more stable payments. So what that does over time is going to deteriorate the banks and all of the services that they offer. So in order for them to stay relevant, the central banks and the small banks, they have to evolve. They have to, move with the fish, per se, because that's what the world wants, is digital currency. So now they're looking at CBDCs. And if you look at the top articles right now, we do know the digital yuan, the CBDC, has been booming in China. We see digital yuan has now surpassed more than 20 million wallets for the Chinese central bank. So it's doing quite well. And SoftBank Online goes open source to help central banks mint CBDCs in South Korea. So that is huge as well. So a lot of countries are trying to embrace this, and the US is talking about it as well. And some crazy news came out of it, and we'll talk about that. So US Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said in the Fed report that CBDCs would come as early as September. So already in August, that's very, very soon. And he reiterated that stablecoins need regulation if they are going to play a major part within the US payments network. Now, a lot of people oppose regulation of digital currency. Of course, eventually you're going to have to embrace it, because in order to make this safer, in order for it to be backed and insured, and eventually to keep going up in price, then there has to be some regulatory framework. But I'm sure what a lot of people do not want is the lack of privacy and banks taking complete control of this once again, which they have failed many times in the past. That is not the purpose of why we love digital currency. You have a choice. It's decentralized. I can pick whatever stable coin that I wish, and a lot of them have different really high interest rates, which the banks do not seem to offer. Some of your best rates are really, really low. So I don't know how a digital currency with a central bank is going to be competitive with the likes of something like Tether or BUSD or USDC that you can buy and get a really high interest rate. So it says stable coins certainly has some advantages in terms of faster payment systems and has some attributes of CBDCs, but there are some risks with stable coins right now, Powell said. I think the issue is that stable coins are a lot like money market funds or bank deposits or a narrow bank. So he's saying that there's still some risk with them. They have to be checked out more before they can be good to go, before they get the green light eventually, because his feeling is that cryptocurrency is going to die off except for stable coins. He feels that there is no purpose for cryptocurrencies, and that includes everything. Your Bitcoin, your Cardano, your Ethereum. He feels that there is no purpose for any of those, because if we have a strong digital dollar, if we have a strong CBDC for the US, that stable coins as well as CBDC that is announced will survive, and other cryptocurrencies will die because of the lack of use. This is nothing but hilarious, because of course digital currencies, there are thousands of companies, right? Essentially it's no different than Amazon, that is an e-commerce shop. A lot of these companies have real teams and they have real use cases. If you look at Cardano, who's adding like payment networks and adding charity and stuff to Africa, and Ethereum, who has, you know, thousands of companies and technology, strong technology on the blockchain, and is only branching out. When you look at, you know, you have companies like Golem who wants to build to be a supercomputer, and you have these other companies like Uniswap, which is a quick exchange network that you can bounce, you know, cryptos back and forth. Then I don't see how stable coins is going to be the be all, right? What's exciting to me is the growth and just branching out into the universe of different cryptocurrencies. I mean, even looking at NFTs, non-fungible tokens, how will a CBDC address an NFT company? It won't. It's not realistic, right? That's not what cryptocurrency is. It's not just stopping at a stable currency. That's not what it is. So he's saying that this policy report on a digital dollar will be published in July. Yeah, so that was supposed to have been published already. And he adds the dollar status of the world's reserve currency isn't in danger of being threatened, even as other countries develop CBDCs. So apparently the CBDC will run alongside the dollar. It will not threaten the dollar. The chairman also added that digital currencies could replace decentralized digital assets. This is what I was talking about, trying to kill off other cryptocurrencies. And he said you wouldn't need stable coins, you wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had a digital US currency. I think that's one of the stronger arguments in his favor. Powell said, I do not see that it's realistic at all. So drop a comment, tell me what you think about this news, and tell me what you think about, you know, central banks trying to run the stable coins. And do you feel like, you know, other stable coins can work alongside of these CBDCs, and can cryptocurrencies thrive and survive in the future if we come out with our own CBDC for the United States? So drop that comment, tell me what you think. Let's get this dialogue rolling, and I'll be back at you soon with another video. I'll see y'all later.